Welcome to Security Check.
Today we have a little bit different kind of video. This video and the next 7 videos after this will be going through 32 deck profiles for the decks that are taking part in this tournament for the best deck in BT14 format.
And in 2023.
Yeah.
Because we are going to end 2023 in BT14.
Yes.
We have 32 decks. They are kind of the best decks in our opinion.
At least some of them are like the best decks or the ones that have been the best decks during this year. And then there are a couple of because you can't find 32 absolute very good decks in Digimon at this moment.
Yeah,
I think
there's five best decks.
Yeah, so it's there are some of our favorites or outliers that we think could be good.
Yeah, we are going through the decks 4 at a time.
Yes.
So 2 matches at a time.
Yeah, and we are going in order, so the first deck and the second deck we are going through will be a matchup in the first round of the tournament.
Yes. So we'll start with FenriLoogamon,
the new
Pokemon of the BT14 format.
Yes, the new big bad.
Yeah.
Or good boy, however you like it, but
yeah.
I think this is kind of
standard list.
Yeah, there's not fully standard list in the English format yet because we don't have any tournaments or results yet.
Yeah, and we are recording this before any tournaments, any locals in BT14 in English meta.
Yeah, and these are not fully, they are not tested decks because we are not testing for the finals ourselves.
Yeah.
So we don't have full scope of the BT14 format, but we are trying our best.
Yeah.
But I think this seems like a pretty stock list.
Yeah, if you have seen any Japanese FenriLoogamon BT14 list, this is kinda what you'd seen in there.
And it's just playing the new FenriLooga stuff and just new trainings and just get your dark animals into the trash and then go to town with FenriLoogamon.
Yeah, and if you can't finish with FenriLoogamon, you can finish with Chimeramon.
Or Black Ottomons and stuff like that. So you have rushers from the trash, you have Chimeramons, you have stuff like that. So you just smash the face with FenriLoogamon, and if that doesn't end the game, you have other finishers waiting.
Yeah.
The new line is super good. I initially thought that this wouldn't be a true deck.
Yeah.
Because I thought, okay, it's just one line.
When we saw the cards one by one revealed, when Japanese BT14 reveals started happening, we were like, this
maybe
would be a deck in the next set. But
maybe when they get more support, but then it just took off because the FenriLoogamon and the cards individually are so good.
Yeah, AG is stupidly good, and it's so wrong that Loogamon can fish it out of trash and hand. Yeah. So yeah, but we are thinking that FenriLoogamon will make its way
to the finals.
Yeah, we're not sure. We haven't filmed any BT14 games yet. Yeah, so we'll see. But
we think FenriLoogamon is one of the favorites of this tournament. But we will see what happens in the tournament.
Yeah, this the deck FenriLoogamon is facing off
is actually DarkKnightmon.
Yeah,
because we get the new SkullKnightmon as a promo in this set as a box topper. So now you can get rid of most of your old SkullKnightmon and Deadly Axemon stuff that is not Twilight, and now you can play basically only Twilight.
Yeah, the deck synergizes much better now.
Yeah, the more you have Twilight in the deck, the more it synergizes with itself, and also SkullKnightmon plays a free Nene from your hand when it dies. Yeah. So you don't have to take time to play Nenes from hand.
Yeah,
as much.
And it can play also the double tamer because it counts itself as Nene also.
Yeah, and SkullKnightmon also have the security +1 inherit, so it's muy bien.
Yeah.
Very good. And otherwise, this is pretty basic what you would expect from DarkKnightmon, I think.
Yeah.
It has pretty good, it can Digivolve, destroy stuff, and it's sticky. You cannot get rid of it that easily.
Yeah.
And you have Kongo to go against some other decks.
Like Shine Greymon.
Yeah, Shine Greymon and other maybe even Commandramon. You could just play Kongo like.
And then there's the one of Dexmon or the Dexmon, which can ruin your opponent's games sometimes.
DarkKnightmon is a slower deck, but it's a control deck, so I'm interested to see what happens when it faces off against FenriLoogamon, because I think this deck does have some like it can fight against it, I think.
Yeah.
But we will see.
It's not a bad deck in any case. It's just not in the top 5 or
it's
top
like
10.
it's like a deck that can, if you don't know how to play against it, it can be tricky because it has so many blockers and like Digimon, destroy, and then the Digimons don't even go away, and
that's how I will lose to it. We will see. The second match is between the first Black War Greymon or War Greymon deck or Greymon deck in the brackets.
Yeah, but this is like purely Black War Greymon.
Yeah.
This is made as a Black War Greymon deck. There will be a War Greymon deck later on, but this is the Black War Greymon deck because Black War Greymon was one of the best decks at its peak, so it needs to be represented here even as itself.
And Black War Greymon is still a good deck. This is more toolboxy kind of Greymon deck.
This is like a toolboxy control kind of Black War Greymon deck.
Gaiamon is still a super good card. The Black War Greymon X is super good card. You have the both of the Metal Greymons, the two-colored Metal Greymons, both are really good. And because we have the trainings, the BT8 Metal Greymon gets much better because you don't have to trust that you find the one of BT11 Greymon X to get the Evolve cheapening happen.
Yeah.
And of course, there's also Hades Force.
Hades Force against those pesky tamer focused decks.
Yeah.
And it's still like, it has so many good effects, and even with the like, even if this plays more of the like 4-cost Evolve level 5s, it still can climb pretty fast, and you still have the protection from X antibody and stuff like that.
And if you start like the new Agumon in racing play tie, then second turn you raise up the Agumon, you Digivolve for free for the BT5, you get 1 memory from the Digivolution, then you use your tie, you get 1 memory.
Yeah, you can cheat so much memory here, so it's like you can maybe go into like turn 2 Metal Greymon into some attack into BVGX or something dumb like that.
It depends on which level 5 you have, or if you have drawn the Greymon X.
Yeah.
But you could have turn to Black War Greymon, and that's kinda scary.
Yeah.
Or Black War Greymon X.
Indeed.
And the Black War Greymon
is facing one of the dark horses of this tournament.
Four Great Dragons with Venusmon.
Yeah.
This is basically Venusmon control, but with 4 Great Dragons.
Yeah. This is like taking the new vaccine stuff and bending it to like 4 Great Dragons usage with Venusmon.
Yeah.
There will be a purer like yellow vaccine deck later on, but this was one of the last decks we put in the tournament. It's like one of my I want to see how it does kind of decks, and as I said, it's pretty hard to find 32 like truly great decks in Digimon at this moment of time. So even if there were good decks in like history of the Digimon, you can find like 32.
BT5 Lord Natmon does not represent a good deck in this time and age of the game.
But this has some good plays, and you have Venusmon, which is really hard for some decks to actually counter.
Venusmon Magnandramon lock is really hard to get rid of.
Yeah, and then you can just like bring out more stuff and
and the new Goldramon is kind of funny. Yeah, with the tokens.
Indeed,
you get to recover when it leaves, and the other one has rush and
other one has blocker.
Yeah, so
but this matchup is probably unfavorable for this deck in general, but we will see what happens.
Yeah, because Black War Greymon, what is it? Gaiamon and Black War Greymon both have when Digivolving effects, and they don't have raid.
Yeah, but
okay, they have raid with the
but then you
level
have
5.
But then you have the Black Four Great X that doesn't care about these effects, the Venusmon effect at all.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's interesting to see if Black Four Greymon can just like overpower this, or if this can bring out some strange tricks to actually win the game.
Yeah.
And Black Four Greymon also has like blockers and redirects, which is kind of poisonous for this deck. So
one thing we did not mention at the earlier phase of the video is that all of the games will be best of one, except the semifinals and the finals.
Yeah.
So
we don't have time to play best of threes with this kind of tournament, unfortunately.
And the gameplays will start happening at the 1st of December, through whole December. So every day in December we will have at least one video. Probably not more, but at least one video.
Gameplay video every day of December, and until the final that is on the 31st of December.
Yeah. So please do like and subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. We are really proud of what we are going to do and of the channel, of course. And
we try to get 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, this is our final stretch.
Final push for that 1,000 subscribers
in this year. Yeah. Help us to get there, and we will see you at the next video.
Bye.
Bye.